to go to HolidayLights.com, a wonderful event, especially if you've been there, you know what to expect. Even bigger and better every single year that we go out there. And if you haven't, you don't even know what you're missing. But we're going to talk about that in today's Math in the News. All right. Thank you both for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
So we've got Liz and Steve, both of you with KCSOS and partners with COM also.
Absolutely.
So Liz, what is your role with COM?
I am the Volunteer and Community Engagement Facilitator. So I get to help with all the volunteers, all of the community engagement and events.
And I know there are a lot of times during the year, and there's not a slow time of the year. It is ongoing, constant need for volunteers.
Yep.
And there are a lot of people that need to get volunteer hours, people that
Yes.
just want something different to do, something new to do, something like that. You're the person they need to get in contact with.
That is right. They can talk to me and we got all kinds of opportunities for them, from animal care to cleanup to special events, you name it, special projects. We've got lots of things always happening at COM.
And you have special events going on right now.
Yes, we sure do.
There are quite a few going on, as a matter of fact.
Yes, we sure do.
So one of them is Holiday Lights at COM is going on right now. So that kicked off. And Steve, when did Holiday Lights kick off this year?
This is our 22nd year. It kicked off on the 30th of November, the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Right, so that always happens, and it will go until?
January 4th,
Okay.
Saturday.
And we can see some of the lights right here, Liz. So as part of people volunteering, they might have an opportunity to kind of help out with this, as
Yes.
well as stuff that's going on in the zoo itself.
Yeah, so for Holiday Lights, the volunteers will be able to help with being Santa's helper, like you can see photoed there. We have a creation station for free arts and crafts for our families and kiddos to play, so you can help do arts and crafts. We have a photo truck where you can have a photo taken on a really cool Christmas tree farm style truck. It's awesome. Just a lot of opportunities for volunteers to be part of the magic that is Holiday Lights.
And I know that you had Christmas trees for sale
We
at
do.
COM, and you
we
do
still
again this year.
Yeah.
And there's also a little bit of wreath making going on and decorating, and that's coming up also.
We do.
And you have a lot of information on your website.
We do. On our website, our new website, new this year, I'm so excited to say that ComHolidayLights.org is our all-inclusive Holiday Lights, everything you need to know about purchasing tickets, signing up to volunteer, our special event that we have coming up on Sunday, which is our wreath workshop. Super excited about that. As well as information on our tree lot, because you can still purchase trees at COM, and all of the proceeds go right back to our mission of helping animals.
And
Yeah.
a wonderful mission it is. And
It
I know
is.
that you've had a lot of times, have brought different animals in.
Yes.
And quite eventful they are sometimes.
They sure
also.
can be. You never know what to expect when you bring an animal
Yeah,
out.
so I know that we've been out there and I've had an opportunity with some birds of prey, getting a little close and maybe a little too close with some of those. But it was fun because I think the alligator lizard was the last animal that
Yes,
we had in
Alberto.
here. Alberto. And then what else? I mean, was there something you caught a scratch one time?
Oh yes, when Caterpillar was out, when we brought our opossum out, she was really excited when we tried to. It was a thing, but we got it. We're good.
It was a kiss, not a scratch.
It was a love tap, absolutely. We're good for it. Exactly.
Because you guys are so.
And we had Rex, our skink, out here, and she had a special accident while we were.
Oh,
on there,
that's
so
right.
that
I
was
remember because that
fun.
was downstairs.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. All right. Now, Steve, you are also with KCSOS, and a lot of what you do also involves COM.
Yeah.
And so, explain your role with COM.
Well, a lot of people don't know KCSOS operates COM. So as chief of staff, part of my responsibility is to work with the amazing team out at COM. I kind of focus on raising money for Holiday Lights. We have about $200,000 in sponsorships this year from over 100 companies that have supported COM and want to make it a success.
So that $200,000, that comes from different businesses and
Yes.
people supporting Holiday Lights.
Correct. As an example, Adventist Health is our presenting sponsor again for the second year. So they're our biggest sponsor, but we
Okay.
have people like Diane Lake and Mary Trichelle and lots of other companies that have been with us from the beginning that help put it on so that we can bring this family tradition to the community.
And it's one of the biggest ones, not only in California, but in the nation as well. So for people that haven't been out to this thing yet, you've really got something in your backyard that you might want to take a look at.
It's amazing. We have been voted one of the top 10 light shows in the country by USA Today. Last year we had 75,000 people come out and visit Holiday Lights. So not only is it great for the zoo, but it's great for the community and all of Kern County.
Yeah, so here we see more of the lights, and we can see the youngsters just enamored with all of the visuals going on out there. And then also, I mean, a lot of people forget, I mean, snow you don't typically get in Kern County, right? I mean, that rare occurrence every 30 years, I think. I think I've been out here, I think I've been out here about 30 years and it snowed once.
Yeah.
One time.
So let's say it's about every 30 years.
1999.
Yep.
But a lot of stuff going on at Holiday Lights, and the train is your little special thing at it.
Yeah, I
right?
mean, I have an affinity for the train.
Yeah.
They call me the Colonel. That's
So,
my name.
That's right. We were trying
Yeah.
to think yesterday, is it engineer? And I'm like, I know it's an engineer that runs the train, but
No,
there was
just
something different. It seemed
Colonel, like Sanders, Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders. All right, well, there you go. Now I won't forget that one right there. So
Exactly.
here it is. So we've got some B-roll of the train right here.
Yeah,
And,
this is an all-volunteer railroad and built and operated by volunteers. We have a team of mostly retired folks that this is their passion. And they live for Holiday Lights. They love to work on the train, get it ready so that we can take those 75,000 passengers on our little loop and show them all the great things that the train has to offer.
So I don't want to jinx anything, but has there ever been a time when the train wasn't able to operate?
Occasionally, I mean,
Because it is a machine.
Yeah, if it's heavy rain, if something happens, but I tell you, those guys are great and gals are great about something happens, we pull the train off, we fix it.
Taking care of it.
If it's not running, it's rare that it's for the whole night.
So is there something when you were younger that drove you to this affinity for trains?
No, actually, no, not at all.
Why did
In
not?
fact,
Maybe you had like a train set when you were younger,
the
you
first
got into
train I
it.
rode was as an adult, but I love COM. I love what the volunteers out there are doing. And honestly, I just wanted to get involved to support them, really find out what it's all about. And I've grown to love it because we put smiles on
And I
kids'
know a lot of
faces.
people, they just love riding on a train just
Absolutely.
because it's soothing, it's relaxing,
Absolutely.
and that motion and stuff like that, So, I mean,
Occasionally, I sleep when I'm driving.
well, let's take a
I'm
look.
just
And
kidding.
is you driving right there, kind of autopilot right here?
Yeah.
Look for Colonel Sanders. Don't get on
Oh,
it.
there you are, right there.
There I am.
Yeah, see? Well, they were like, all right, time to wake up there, old bud.
That
Come on
night,
in.
that night they didn't let me drive.
It's
But you guys
magical.
do it in shifts.
Yeah, we
So
do
you're
it in
not
shifts.
driving the whole time.
No, and we're taking turns, and really, that's what it's all about: is giving those kids and big kids, the adults, the chance to ride the train during nighttime. It's a whole different experience. We have the lights out there. Josh and his team do a great job of making sure that we have a western town, and that's all lit up. So it's pretty
Hey, you're never
amazing.
too old to ride the train.
Never, never, never.
So if I go out to COM and I'm doing the Holiday Lights thing, more than likely I'm going to see Colonel Sanders somewhere around that train.
Could be. Yes, sir.
And-
That's where I hang out.
He's out there a lot.
Yeah, I know, as well as you. I know you guys are out there like every single day.
Almost.
Right.
We just
Not
love it so much.
That's right.
So, once again, Holiday Lights at COM is going on right now.
Yes.
What are the hours?
So we're basically open 5:30 to 9, but on Friday and Saturday we're open till 10. We've extended it an hour. And something different this year, we're doing time tickets on Friday and Saturday.
Oh, because of the influx of people,
Yeah,
you don't
so
want it.
exactly. So people will buy a ticket either for a 5:30 entry or a 7:30 entry. That
Okay.
helps space it out a little bit, make sure people can park and have plenty of time to go through and see the lights.
Well, I know that you are the train guy, Colonel Sanders and all, so we came up with a math problem for you.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, so here we go.
Okay.
So let's say your train is running on a 3-mile long track. Now, we're assuming that it's 3 miles. We know it's not 3 miles.
Yeah,
but we
I'll
had to put a
correct you
number on
after,
it.
but no problem.
How long do you think it is actually?
It's 2/3 of a mile.
All right. So we're going to extend this over years, and we're
Yeah.
going to eventually get it to 3 miles long. But anyway, so we got one of the numbers in there.
Hey, that's good.
And let's say it's going 15 miles per hour, which is pretty fast for a train like that.
Yeah, it actually goes 6, but that's okay.
We heard it on the straightaway it can hit 7.
That's right. Well,
Okay.
I've gotten it up to 8.
So,
you know.
oh, there you go. Oh, see, I want to take a ride when Colonel's
kidding.
driving right there. You push that thing to 8 miles an hour. So how long does the train ride last at COM Holiday Lights? So we took the formula, distance equals rate times time. So is that something that you remember when you were in school? Do you ever see formulas and you're like, I kind of remember doing something
Absolutely.
like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, people talk about, word problems. That's what we called them in the day.
Right.
Maybe they still do. But yeah, it was all about trying to figure out a particular issue via math. And, as you know, I'm more of a language English guy, but I definitely remember the word problem.
Okay, so we have distance equals rate times time, something that a lot of students see and they go, yeah, I remember that. But we don't want the distance because we have the distance, which is 3 miles. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide each side. We're going to take that time because we want it by itself. So we need to isolate that one, which is why we made it time equals distance divided by the rate. So we know that the 3 miles is going to be divided by the 15 miles per hour, and we can simplify that into 1/5.
Yep.
And 1/5 of an hour is 12 minutes. So 12 minutes is if the train was going 15 miles an hour
right.
for 3 miles.
That's right.
But it's not quite that long. But we did want to make sure that you did a little bit
I
of
love
math
it.
while you were
When
here.
you come out, it is 2/3 of a mile. We go about 6 miles an hour. It's about 7 minutes, depending on the conductor, give or take a few, but that's about what it'll take.
And how many people are able to fit on a train ride?
So we
Because
have-
I know you've got a couple of different cars.
We have 2 trains. We have one is called the American, one's called the Huntington. We just added a car to the Huntington this last year, so both trains can hold about 100 people on each train. And typically during Holiday Lights, we're running both trains.
I was going to say, because
Yeah.
I've been out there before.
So pretty much every 3 minutes, we have a train pulling into the station, leaving with the load, and the next one comes through.
And that's pretty impressive to be able to move 100 people at a time every 3 minutes.
Definitely. Well, it's a popular part of Holiday Lights.
Right, because everybody
so
goes out there and they're ready
everyone
for
goes
that
out.
train ride right there.
Exactly.
And nice idea on the spacing of the Friday and Saturday.
I think that was Liz's idea, actually.
No, I think it was Meg's.
Yeah.
Between
so-
Meg and I, we knocked it out. We thought it was a great idea for just to help with the parking lot too.
Well, it's a team effort with everything.
Everything we
Absolutely.
do out there.
All right, Steve, thank
Thank
you
you.
for coming in. I know
Appreciate
you
it.
guys
My
are awful
pleasure.
busy. Liz, thank
Thank
you as
you.
well.
Appreciate
and
having us out.
speaking about you bringing critters and things like that, I think
Yes.
we're going to take a look at one of your critters right now. I think it's the bear.